Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I welcome you all from Lahore, Pakistan. Basically, I'm from Lahore and I teach IELTS in Lahore. I give coaching physical classes on IELTS in Lahore. Otherwise, I teach online as well all over the world. But for you, I am available on YouTube anywhere in the world, so you can learn IELTS from me, and I'm focusing on all the 4 modules of IELTS. And whatever the videos I'm making, actually my videos are the response of your feedback in the form of your YouTube comments and in the form of your WhatsApp messages. So whenever you send me a message, I read the message and I make up my mind that okay, next time I'll try to do that. And sometimes I'm unable to reply your WhatsApp messages. I hope you don't mind, but I read all your messages. I read all the messages in my WhatsApp inbox. Anyways, now we move ahead with section 2, questions 11 to 20, and I'm going to read the questions and I'm going to tell you how you're going to read the questions. Then I'll play the audio and you got to take the test. Questions 11 to 14, write one word for each answer. You got to notice that only one word for each answer. FIDI Working Heritage Form. Now there is a form, and that is FIDI Working Heritage Form, or you can call it a farm as well in American English. Advice about visiting the farm. Now there is a small table which is about advice about visiting the farm. If you visit FIDI Working Heritage Farm, what sort of things you need to know? Visitors should. Now there is a list of shoulds the visitors need to do when they are visiting the farm. Take care not to harm any. Now when you are visiting the farm, and in the farm they have the cattle, they have the animals, right? So not to harm any animals, any cattle, any fields, right? It can be anything like that because they're talking about farm. And remember, whenever you're doing listening, you need to switch on your imagination. In the previous section, I asked you to switch on your imagination. Now here, FIDI Working Heritage Farm. There is a farm and we are thinking about farm. Okay, in the farm, there can be cattle, there can be fields, there can be cows and buffaloes and all that stuff, right? Not touch any dash. Now they've got few things in the form and you're not supposed to touch. Now they can use the word don't touch that, or don't go closer, or don't try to touch anything like that. So you'll find it in the question number 12. Wear dash. Now if you're going to the farm, you got to wear something. Either it can be some special dress which you need to wear, it can be gloves, or it can be some sort of shoes or sandals or some sort of specific shoes which you need to wear when you are visiting the farm. Clear? It's very, very easy. Section 1 and 2 are very easy. Next is not bring dash into the farm with certain exceptions. Now they don't allow to bring something into the farm. What is that thing which is not allowed? Not bring means not allowed, or we don't allow, or this is not allowed, or it's not allowed to bring, don't bring along this. Whatever they speak in negation, that's going to be the thing you don't need to bring. Okay, now let's go ahead. The next questions 15 to 20, there is a diagram and we got to go through this diagram, and I'm going to tell you how to read the diagram. The first thing is you need to read the questions. 15 is scarecrow. Do you know scarecrow? Yeah, in the middle of the fields they've got the scarecrow. 16 is maze. 17 is cafe. 18 is black barn. 19 is covered picnic area, and 20 is FIDI house. Now what you need to do, it's written you are here. In order to score well in the diagram task, it's very important for you to be familiar with prepositions of place. Prepositions of place like in front of, behind, turn right, turn left, take first right turn, take first left turn, go straight, go down the street, right? So these type of things you need to learn. And if you Google prepositions of place, I think it's going to be a good idea, because there is always a diagram in IELTS listening and that has around 4 or 5 questions, and here there are 6 questions. So if you've got good understanding of the diagram, you can get 6 out of 6. Now there is the note and they say you are here. The information which is given, that plays very important role, because with the help of giving information you are going to find missing information. Now we can see first we've got the car park. In the car park there are 2 options, I and F. Now they will tell us about that. If they say, for example, in the car park there we've got the scarecrows, because the crows come to bother the cars. That's why we put the scarecrows in one corner of the car park. So you'll understand, in one corner the answer is going to be F. Got it? So it's going to be like this. And remember, all these answers are going to be in the same sequence. First they will tell you where the scarecrow is, then they will tell you where the maze is, then they will tell you where the cafe is, and then black barn, covered picnic area, and Fiddy house as you go ahead. And all you need to do, you need to just write A, B, C. It's just like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So you got to just write that very letter. Okay, so road, main path, side path, fish pool, again main path, farmyard, footpath, and then there is a road, and then is point A as well. So you need to see where the letters are scattered in the diagram, and until there you got to reach. And as you go there, for example, if they say fish pool, now you got to be alert, there is C. In the fish pool there is C. So see what do they say about it, and then gradually you will find that as well. Now I play the audio and you got to find the answers, and after that I'm going to show you the answers. Wish you all the best and 10 out of 10. Okay, if you get 10 out of 10, write it in the comments and I'm going to love your comment. Okay.
Section 2. You will hear a guide talking to a group of visitors to a farm. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14. Listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
Welcome to the Fiddy Working Heritage Farm. This open-air museum gives you the experience of agriculture and rural life in the English countryside at the end of the 19th century. So you'll see a typical farm of that period, and like me, all the staff are dressed in clothes of that time. I must give you some advice and safety tips before we go any further. As it's a working farm, please don't frighten or injure the animals. We have a lot here, and many of them are breeds that are now quite rare. And do stay at a safe distance from the tools. Some of them have sharp points which can be pretty dangerous, so please don't touch them. We don't want any accidents, do we? The ground is very uneven, and you might slip if you're wearing sandals, so I'm glad to see you're all wearing shoes. We always advise people to do that. Now, children of all ages are very welcome here, and usually even very young children love the ducks and lambs, so do bring them along next time you come. I don't think any of you have brought dogs with you, but in case you have, I'm afraid they'll have to stay in the car park unless they're guide dogs. I'm sure you'll understand that they could cause a lot of problems on a farm.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 15 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 15 to 20.
Now let me give you some idea of the layout of the farm. The building where you bought your tickets is the new barn immediately to your right, and we're now at the beginning of the main path to the farmland. And of course, the car park is on your left. The scarecrow you can see in the car park in the corner beside the main path is a traditional figure for keeping the birds away from crops. But our scarecrow is a permanent sculpture. It's taller than a human being, so you can see it from quite a distance. If you look ahead of you, you'll see a maze. It's opposite the new barn, beside the side path that branches off to the right, just over there. The maze is made out of hedges which are too tall for young children to see over them, but it's quite small, so you can't get lost in it. Now, can you see the bridge crossing the fish pool further up the main path? If you want to go to the cafe, go towards the bridge and turn right just before it. Walk along the side path and the cafe's on the first bend you come to. The building was originally the schoolhouse, and it's well over 100 years old. As you may know, we run skills workshops here, where you can learn traditional crafts like woodwork and basket making. You can see examples of the work and talk to someone about the courses in the Black Barn. If you take the side path to the right, here, just by the new barn, you'll come to the Black Barn, just where the path first bends. Now, I mustn't forget to tell you about picnicking, as I can see some of you have brought your lunch with you. You can picnic in the field, though do clear up behind you, of course. Or if you'd prefer a covered picnic area, there's one near the farmyard, just after you cross the bridge. There's a covered picnic spot on the right. And the last thing to mention is Fiddy House itself. From here you can cross the bridge, then walk along the footpath through the field to the left of the farmyard. That goes to the house, and it'll give you a lovely view of it. It's certainly worth a few photographs, but as it's a private home, I'm afraid you can't go inside. Right, well, if you're all ready, we'll set off on our tour of the farm.
Welcome back. How was that? Huh? Okay, now I'm gonna show you the answers. Take a look at the answers and check your answers. I'll just put it there, and you got to pause the video, check all the answers out of 10, and then see how many of your answers are correct. So you got 10 out of 10. If you got 10 out of 10, right? Now you got to pause this video and down there write a comment 10 by 10, okay? And I'm gonna love your comment. Well, if you want to get online classes on IELTS, I teach IELTS online, so you can join my online IELTS classes. I provide complete coaching online, and you can contact me for that. My WhatsApp number is given. I'll teach you myself, right? Secondly, I've made this IELTS course, Easy IELTS Kit. If you want to prepare for IELTS with the help of this kit will provide you good understanding of IELTS, and without any teacher, you can prepare yourself at home. This kit has 4 books and 8 video DVDs, so this can help you as well. And I also conduct IELTS seminars, IELTS workshops that can be a 1-day workshop, 1-week workshop, or a 1-month training. If you want that anywhere in the world, my services are available. You can contact me on my WhatsApp number and I'll tell you the details about that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.